You are on bond for an assault in this case, and you've now picked up a new case. What happened to the violation of protective order, please?
Yes, Your Honor. On March 18th, 2025, Harris County tells the officer met with defendants for a DPO call for service. The officer met with defendants when he filed with the defense, sent her threatening text messages and called her 21 times. When received calls for 1 day after the 61-day protective order expired. The defendant has a no contact order in place. Court fine.
You don't get it. You don't get it. I only have one thing to do. I'm sorry, I'm revoking your bond, putting you in jail. I ordered you not to do something and you're doing whatever you want to do. Doesn't work like that. There are serious consequences. Goes with you.
Who is this judge?
This is Montes.
Did you want another motion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm putting a new MOA on him, and I'm going to advise him that if he violates it again, we'll have a hearing to hold him at no bond. Okay? Because the second one, I can have a hearing. I will only touch the assault case, and I'm going to put it at 5,001. He has made bond on the VPO.
He was given a PR.
They gave him a PR bond on the VPO. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to keep the PR bond on the VPO as well. Just.
Well, Judge, there were multiple orders in this case for bond conditions, and the one that ordered no contact was not labeled an order in the computer, so I didn't see it. There was another one that was no threatening or harassing, and a third one, and that was blank, and all it said was all conditions to be supervised by the department.
That means they're following the conditions in the state's motion filed on the same day.
Say it again.
Oh.
That
okay.
order will mean that they're supposed to be following the conditions in the state's motion that are filed on the same day as that transporter.
Tell him ad nauseum, you know. I'll leave the VPO as is. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm putting a new protective order in today, and I'll advise him that he's not to have contact with this person. And if he does again, I'll have a hearing to hold him at no bond. Okay? So yeah, the VPO, he's made bond 2,500, and I'm gonna, at the assault, I'm putting it at 5,001. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Good morning, Mr. Jordan. So you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 27, 2025, an officer was working a second job at Dick's Sporting Goods in Harris County, Texas, and was approached by the store manager, the witness. This advised the officer that the defendant walked into the store with another individual, and the witness advised the officer the other individual with the defendant walked out of the store without paying for any merchandise. The complaining witness stated he wanted the trespass because the defendant was seen on camera attempting to cover the individual while the individual was stealing merchandise. The officer stopped the defendant at the front entrance of the store, and the officer stated the defendant would be trespassing the store. The defendant became irate and more aggressive. The officer ordered the defendant to place his hands behind his back and placed handcuffs on the defendant's right wrist. The defendant twisted his body and tensed his muscles. The defendant, with great amount of force, threw his left arm forward and threw his left arm backwards towards the officer. The officer attempted to gain control of the defendant's left arm. The defendant began pulling away, and the officer grabbed the defendant's body with both arms and guide the defendant toward a rack where the officer was able excuse me, Your Honor, tongue twister, where they were able to detain the defendant. The defendant was identified by his Texas driver's license.
What's he under arrest for?
I believe he was under arrest for trespass originally, Your Honor.
No.
We have,
You gotta,
yes, Your Honor. We just have a brief moment.
are you losing? Are you losing?
Your Honor, the only thing I have is that the suspect began acting irate and clearly becoming more aggressive, and then the officer went to detain the suspect by grabbing his right wrist.
No. I. When you get into a pissing match with the people who have the power of arrest, who's going to win every single time? You know what I mean? Every single time. Sometimes it's better to tuck your tail at times because you may end up winning in the long run. I'm going to find no probable cause in the case. Just be careful, man. I probably wouldn't go back to the sticks because it's not going to go well. You know what I mean? All right, hang tight.
I am here on Destiny Drake Osby. Yesterday, you ordered that she appear today. I was appointed last Friday. She caught a new ag assault family member in another court.
Now,
She is in court eight's holdover right now.
do you mind bringing up please?
Last name is Drake-Osby. The case before you, like I said, it was recently appointed a week ago today. It looks like the arrest was the following day for whatever this new thing is.
This is for the,
Well, no, the new law violation that she caught in felony
let's,
court.
hold on before, because I want her to hear.
Gotcha.
I mean, Sean. You're on bond for DWI with us, and you've now picked up an aggravated assault. Do you mind dismiss Drake Osby? What happened in the ag assault, please?
Yes, Your Honor. On April 1st, 2020, as first specified, the playing was the defendant, our exes from a prior dating relationship. On April 1st, 2025, an officer was dispatched to an address in Harris County, Texas, responsible for Stern's call. The complainant stated that there was a verbal altercation when the defendant took the complainant's cell phone. The defendant then entered the bedroom and began striking the phone with objects to break it. The complainant was able to retrieve his cell phone, at which time the defendant began to strike the complainant in the head and torso with a closed fist, causing him to fall to the ground. The complainant was able to walk away, and the defendant grabbed a metal object and struck the complainant in the head and arm, causing 2 lacerations on his left eye and a laceration on his right eye, and multiple scratches on both arms. The defendant then jumped the fence and fled the scene. The object was a solid metal bracket, 12 to 16 inches in width, and a heavy gauge stud designed to hold 2 cylindrical metal tubes and has multiple sharp triggers. The item is manufactured for law enforcement officer use as a mounting or deployment device for entire deflation.
And all this over a phone? Ms. Drake Osby, I now have to revoke your bond in our case as well. I'm sorry, so I'm gonna set it at 5,001. You've still not made bond on the felony case, so if you do, I mean, we can talk, but John, I think he's set for when? She's set for,
514, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
okay, do you want to do, I guess, the day after then?
You look at one other thing, Judge.
Well, I think the felony is actually set for Monday. Our case before this one was caught up was when she was reset for 514.
It's up to, I'm good with whatever you want to.
I'm actually looking, I don't have any new discovery to look over because this case is so new. There weren't even any body cams for me, so I'm pretty much waiting on everything. I'll leave it where it is and I'll monitor things and see what's going on with the felony case, Judge.
All right. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Judge.
So I've got a couple to talk to you about.
Okay.
Start with the easier one first. Mr. Ally,
Marquis Seller,
yes,
is he in custody?
no, he's on bond. He had a violation because apparently he was doing random drug tests.
Oh, right. Is he here?
He is here. He went and he's tested. He came back negative, which is positive. But I think there was a miscommunication or a misunderstanding about him having to go drug test. He's got a pretty extensive orange sheet. And he's doing a mental health PTI, which
Remember.
he's done the interview. We're just waiting on the report. So I think it may have just, when he missed the drug test, just a misunderstanding, miscommunication as to what the bond conditions were.
Edward Johnson?
Did you get the report on Ally yet?
Okay, I get those emails. I haven't gotten one, but I did speak
I've been
with.
waiting. It's been a long time.
Well, they do them in batches rather than piecemeal. And so we just,
I mean, he went and did it at least 60 days ago, no?
I don't think it's been 60, maybe 30, 45-ish, but he has gone. I did speak with the Harris Center and he,
I remember you told me that he went.
yeah. We're just waiting and the Harris Center, I know that they're very overwhelmed and understaffed and
I get it. What do you want to do?
what, like I said, he's here, his clean, if we
That's
could,
good.
yes.
Okay, I mean, he's clean, which is great.
Yeah.
So let's set it, I don't know, maybe a week.
Okay,
If it's not back in a week, I'm gonna call it.
okay, perfect.
Who's next?
Mr. Jorge Pena, he's in custody. He has a fugitive case,
Is it what case?
a fugitive case.
Okay, oh. Hi,
And,
Amy.
he would like to speak to you about getting a new lawyer.
About a bond?
No, he wants a new court appointed lawyer. And
Do you mind bringing up Jorge Pena, please? Pena, please. Is
I don't want to presume to speak for the court,
it
but
upset with you?
uh,
I find that really hard to believe, really.
Judge,
And you go to bat, so I don't get it, right?
this is the first time.
He thinks he can get a different result. Is it just because of the fugitive case?
So he has a fugitive case and a local case, which makes it a little more complicated.
He's made bond on the local case, which is good. So the 15 days, did he waive or did he refuse? Okay. He looks young. Huh? Rick, did you find something?
Oh, Judge, I don't have the website, Judge. You can pass that along, I'll try.
You what?
I don't have the website.
Okay.
Judge,
Let me just make sure.
the local system says it won't work.
Say it again?
The local system said that it will not work, within 48 hours of them being placed into U.S. custody. I'm not sure if it has been in the last 48 hours that she's been detained by ICE.
Do you want, hey, it looks like I've got the boyfriend here. Do you want me to get the phone number for this person and I'll give it to you, Rick? You talked to him? Or have you already talked to
I've
him?
been talking to him, Judge. I do have it.
And what's he saying?
He says that tells me that ICE has her.
That ICE has
I
it.
don't have any, yes, I don't have verification of it.
Okay, so why don't we do
Apparently-
this? Because state is saying that within 48 hours of them taking, they can't verify it. I guess it takes a bit to hit the system, you know?
Oh, I see, yes.
And
Mhm.
when did they allegedly get her?
Yesterday, it showed that she was out on bond, but she didn't appear yesterday. So apparently,
Judge, if you'd
maybe
like,
a couple of days
contact-
before.
Say it again?
It does give a number for the field office. If you guys want to reach out and contact them.
Yeah, but you got a lot, I mean, you got a lot of stuff here going on, you know?
County doesn't have it, right, Judge?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you should get that deeply involved, you know what I mean? Because I don't want you to do something that you get in trouble, so. The hold was lifted 3/16. Rick,
Okay, Judge.
so that's been 2 weeks.
Wow. So apparently that's where she's been. I've had no contact with her, Judge.
I mean,
But,
if we can't verify that she's in custody, because I can't, then I'm gonna revoke the bond.
Right, right. I understand.
So I guess,
Maybe-
do you want to see if the guy that's here can provide proof that she's in other than his word?
Right. He tells me that he has a immigration attorney for her. So let me speak to him, Judge. I'll talk to him and then I'll get back with you.
He has like a folder with a bunch of stuff.
Do you have his phone number?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Okay. Do you speak English?
Yeah, I think English.
Okay, so her lawyer is going to call you now. We need proof that she's actually in immigration custody.
Number and everything, and forced it and everything. She has court Monday, doing my immigration lawyer, I'll sponsor her and everything.
Okay, so go out there, speak to the lawyer to see what kind of proof that you can bring us and let us know. And
Okay, yeah, I got all the paperwork you need, the permissions. Okay.
he's going to call you now.
Okay.
Okay,
Will do, Judge. Thanks.
thanks, Rick. Hey, after this, I'll hit you up, Joseph. Pena.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Pena, you were wanted out of another state. And I guess your lawyer is, there are two things. You're not happy with Anna here. And so we need to talk about number one. Number two, a lot of times when people have fugitive cases, they ask for me to set them a bond so they can get out and go turn themselves in. I don't know. I don't know why you're wanted out of the other state. All I know is that you have an open DWI now. And within the last, year and a half, you've picked up 2 other cases with me in this court. So I know you because you keep picking cases up. So I don't care if you have Jesus here. It don't matter who you got, where she's as that good, right? I don't know if I'm going to give you a bar because all I know is you keep picking cases up. And you're only 23. So Amy, tell me about Mr. Pena.
Yes, he brought out Newton County, Indiana, from business influence, forgery, fraud, and identity section. This was issued May 14th of 2024. He of course has local cases for DWI, 415. Let me see what else.
What's he wanted for? What was the first part?
Corrupt business influence, forgery, fraud, and then identity deception.
Corrupt business influence, forgery, and fraud. Do we know that they want him?
Yes,
Okay, is there a bond that's been set there?
I don't have any information about bonds.
Okay.
Also, day is coming up in 5 minutes if we're discussing bond.
Okay, so tell me, what's going on?
Mr. Pena, I don't want to get too far into attorney-client
Sure, of
communication.
course.
He would like to ask for a new appointed lawyer.
Why?
Well, me and her had a conversation. Like, there's nothing against her, but we just had a conversation, and I didn't think that
She's fighting for you?
you could
She's
say.
one of the biggest junkyard dogs that we have here. There's no one that fights more than she does.
No,
She's better than most attorneys I even see here. I'm telling you, she's amazing.
no, I believe you. You could be saying the truth, but
I am saying the truth.
no, I know you are. I believe me. And just off the fact, the case, the other price case that you did bring up, I haven't had. It was a year and a half already, and it's only been for for protection. Like my other cases, I'm not no bad dude that robbery or they're all gun charges, and that's just on the behalf of the landscaping business that I got. That every time when I'm in the backyard or so, somehow they're always trying to steal the back of the trailer. That's the only reason, and the only cases that I got. I don't got no evading arrest, no like robbery or what, however you.
I don't know, but we have another prosecutor that's coming up to speak about this as well. I'm not going to give you another lawyer. This is a lawyer that we've given you. We only have a couple lawyers who do these types of cases regardless.
Okay.
So,
The only thing I was gonna, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Okay.
The only one I was gonna ask you was I was trying to get the lawyer that fought for the 2 gun charges. I don't know, Mr. Some with, I just forgot. I think he's an Italian dude.
those cases you had,
They have the same guy. And I really thought it was him right here.
oh, it is Greg.
I know I hear him familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, Greg, you represented Mr. Pena on both of his prior cases.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why when I looked at it, I was like,
So, look, the only way you can have Greg is you can hire him. Otherwise, you got Anna. Okay?
oh, he's getting, now he charges.
Hire him.
Look at
I always charge.
All right, we're going to put you back because we're waiting on another lawyer to come up here.
Let me go back and talk.
Yeah, for sure.
Good morning, or good afternoon, whatever it is.
What happened, Dave? Are you upset with
Late, Judge. I didn't, I missed that you set a $5,000 bond on Anna's other client.
Look, I didn't see very much violent history. I saw that this is yes, but it's been 5 years since he's gotten in trouble. Do you have something to add? I'm all ears.
Well, I let Amy prepare it, so I'm gonna just let sleeping dogs lie. I just, yeah.
I didn't see much violent history. I saw DWI, I saw evading, but those back from 15 and 16. You know,
It was a Well, I mean, it's already done, so it's, at this point,
Do you have something that's truly aggravating that would give cause for concern?
well,
I know the facts of this case, right?
and, well, the argument I would have leaned more towards is not the, necessarily the physical danger, but it's the flight risk of it and the aggravating circumstances of what he's wanted for, but,
Hey,
yeah.
if you run, can't run forever. We'll get you eventually, number one. And the worst part about the case that I saw, gets out of the car, puts her in a full Nelson. I didn't have anything more than that, there was no blood, there's no, the history was,
It was more flight risk and the fact that one of the conditions, well, if we're talking about the warrant,
it was a 2B,
it was a 2B and one of the conditions they asked was no contact, was my understanding, the complainant's in the gallery.
but she came on her own accord.
No, I understand, but it's the same as domestics here is, I understand that they're obviously willing complainants or recanting complainants, but in the domestic part of things.
But if it's a 2B, he hasn't been ordered by the court. So he doesn't know,
No, I know, and I
he's
was,
not on notice.
no, my argument wasn't, he wasn't violating any bond conditions, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is if one of the concerns, right, is that they would go out of their way to put it in the teletype and to the warrant to us, that it is a concern that they have contact, is one of the things that would facilitate and ensure the no contact instead of him being free and odds, cash in my pocket says,
So,
Yes.
right, but cash in my pocket
and
says,
Anna's gonna let him know, so that he now knows.
but anyway, all that said is, it's already done, so I'll move to the next.
Okay, Mr. Pena, thank you for smoothing that over. He would like to ask the court for a fugitive bond. I told him it was a long shot, but I was not going to presume to speak for the court.
Let me bring someone out. Pena, please.
You and Ricardo are getting some wins.
Hey, Vic, do you want to go to the list? Or no? You're not ready?
Well, you weren't here yesterday.
That's true. That's true. So wildly sleep deprived. The intake wasn't too bad last night. It was a steady flow. Not too bad. It's a little tired. Yeah. It's good fun.
They kind of fight. 3-on-1, 2, yes. 2 subjects. Brad.
Did you want to go over to?
Yeah.
Page 5, Davis. Set or ring and felt to appear first time.
$2501.
Right, page 7, Estrada. Oh man, how much is that?
$5,001 on the DWI.
Right, ready for the next one?
No, give me 1 second. Let me finish the bail order. Okay, who's next?
Next judge is page 13, Jenkins. That already felt to appear first time.
$2501. Okay. I'm not happy with you. And the thing is that Mr. Pena. Since you've been an adult, you've picked up 1 to 2 cases every year. It would scare me to let you out because I don't know what you're going to do. The last thing I want is for me to let you out and you leave just a path of destruction like the Tasmanian devil. You now have a DWI here. You're wanted for 3 charges in where was it again?
Indiana.
In Indiana, you know, you're hopscotching states with criminality. And you're only 23. I don't feel comfortable giving you a bond because I don't think that you will comply with the court orders. Sure, just don't talk about the cases.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about, sir, believe me, I understand where you come from, because it's probably not the first time you see it, but, my cases are not, never hurting nobody. I'm not
So you have
I'm
a
not a
fraud?
menace to society.
What else was it?
Your Honor, it's fraud, identity deception, forgery, corrupt business influence,
But nothing with, oh, no disrespect to you, I promise, no disrespect, but nothing that has, that I hurt somebody or make somebody do that they didn't want to, or like
Have an open DWI.
for doing a favor.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah, sorry.
you know, if you go out there
Uh-huh.
and you kill a family of 4, do you think, well, he was going to try to help someone? Do you think they care?
Like, I was asking her, I was like, at least, because my mom, it's the Indiana case is like 14 hours if I'm not mistaken, and well, my mama don't got enough money to be going back and forth. So that's why I was asking her. I'm like, if he, I'll do anything that however he feels comfortable, like however you want. I was like, can he at least put me a monitor to drive with my mom over there at least one time? Cause I haven't seen my mama, and I'm not gonna be able to see my mama if I end up going all the way to Indiana, cause she don't got enough funds to even go over there like every week. And sir, like, believe me, I'm not no
Least of
bad
my
person.
concern is whether you get to see your mom. You know what I mean?
Understandable. Oh, that's understandable. No
My
disrespect.
only concern is that you get to Indiana to
Yes, sir.
charges.
Yes, sir.
Now, the problem is that you refused extradition. So you aren't even earning credit now toward, because when someone waives extradition, we give that other state
Yes, sir.
14 days to come get you.
Yes, sir.
And if they don't come get you,
Yes, sir.
then Harris County releases you,
Yes, sir.
right? The warrant don't go away.
Yes, sir.
That warrant will also remain.
Yes, sir.
But at this point, I just don't feel comfortable giving you a bond, Mr. Pena. You know, you're just too young. You keep picking up criminal cases and it scares me.
Well, can we come to like an understanding? Like, let's just say I do suppose, like, however you think that I'm finna do, I'm really eventually I'm gonna come back, and I'll do more time than I have to. Bro. I'm giving you my word that I
don't feel comfortable,
You don't
Mr.
feel
Pena.
that's acceptable. That's acceptable.
Because the
Judge.
problem is that with the cases that you had with us, I also had to revoke your bond on those cases when you were just here with us.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
you failed to appear on one of your cases, and that's just here in Harris County. On one of the gun cases, you took off and we had to issue a warrant for your arrest.
No.
No.
Okay.
And Judge,
The bond's at 1,001.
just if I may, I believe both of the gun cases were ultimately dismissed.
One was dismissed, the other one.
One was not.
Oh, okay. I apologize for my misunderstanding. I thought they both.
So he probably pled to one where they dismissed the other one.
Okay.
He was on bond and he picked up a new case. That's what it.
No, it was a
No.
year after. But actually, and part of housekeeping, if you wanted to go forward with the 2-year rule, or if you didn't want to.
Okay. So his DWI is in court 15. I don't know if they're gonna send that back because of the.
We killed the 2-year rule.
Oh,
Oh,
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
like, what was it, like a month ago or so?
oh.
Yeah, so there's no more.
Okay.
It's still like all fresh and new. We have to update the court rules, but as far as
Okay.
the 2-year rules now, gone.
Okay.
Yeah, because the problem is that judges would get too, you'd end up seeing the same people over and over. And then is it really fair because you end up, right? You start developing a relationship and you start treating them differently as you would.
Right.
So that's why. So now you refused. I'm not going to give you a bond. So you have 2 options. You can, if you want to continue to refuse, they will go get a governor's warrant from Indiana to forcing Indiana to come get you, but that will take 90 days. If you want to waive now, you can waive now, and that'll give them 14 days to come get you. I'll let you talk with Anna to make the decision to let you know what you want to do.
And he did sign the waiver, just,
Oh, okay, all right.
so.
Got it.
Time started yesterday?
I'm gonna start
Right now,
So they'll have.
the time that you waive, which is right now.
Yeah, I had signed the paper, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I sure did. Cause she said it starts at 12, that day that I signed my paper.
It's up to them whether they want to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, at
No, it
first,
shows a refusal.
at first it was I had signed for the 90 days, and she said tomorrow you got an option to tell your lawyer that, you could change your mind tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I was like, when did the day start? She's like, tonight at 12.
Refusal.
Yeah, so they'll have until the
Oh,
18th.
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, you don't
Yeah.
worry about it. I appreciate you.
Okay.
You're doing your job. Appreciate
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Appreciate you, Judge.
Okay.
And take care. Good morning, Ms. Hodge. Ma'am, you're charged with resisting arrest or search. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
Your Honor, on March 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer observed a vehicle traveling 55 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone and made a traffic stop. On contact with the defendant became irate and demanded the law enforcement officer's name and badge number before answering a FaceTime call and becoming distracted. The defendant advised that her driver's license was expired and that she only had a passport. Vehicle registration was also expired. Law enforcement officer asked the defendant to step out of the vehicle, and the defendant ignored the commands. Law enforcement officer then opened the defendant's door and again ordered the defendant to step out of the car and informed her she was under arrest for interfering with public duties. The law enforcement officer then removed the defendant from the driver's seat and forced the defendant to the ground. After being detained, the defendant refused to get into the back of the law enforcement officer's vehicle and began to kick out towards the deputies. In the process, the defendant struck the law enforcement officer in both thighs several times. The law enforcement officer were eventually able to force the defendant in the back.
Did she get charged with assault on a peace officer?
No, Your Honor, she did not.
Very lucky. Extremely lucky that you're not charged with 2 additional felonies. Ms. Hodge, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. So can you run her license, see if she has a valid license, please? If you do not have a Texas driver license and a liability insurance in your name, you're not allowed to drive. And I will make that a condition of your bond. When you get into a pissing match with people who have the power of arrest, who wins? Right. Take that into account. A lot of times, something like this ends up in a ticket, you know?
She's not eligible.
Okay, you're not allowed to drive. I'm making that a condition, and you're now going to sign an affidavit with me today, which is a promise that you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. There's no justification you can give for driving. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 people. Do not drive. If you want to drive, go get a license, get insurance, and I'll happily take this restriction off. That's the only condition I'm placing on you now. Don't drive unless you have those, and then you get approval from us. Because you have a lawyer, Ms. Hodge, I will waive your appearance. Meaning you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Ms. Barnes. She'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If she tells me she cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games, you're not responding to phone calls or text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest as well. Okay, so I'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive, and after that, you guys are out of here. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are Mr. Judge.
Watch out.
Yes, you were charged with racing on a highway. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, the law enforcement officer was informed of a group of modified vehicles were going to be racing on the West Loop South Freeway. The law enforcement officer with the location observed vehicles traveling in a pack and began to trail the vehicles. Law enforcement officer witnessed 4 vehicles line up side by side at match speeds of 60 miles an hour and then simultaneously accelerate to speeds over 100 miles an hour. 3 of the vehicles that lined up and participated in the second drag race. The traffic stop was initiated and the defendant stated that he was only speeding.
Do we have any of the co-defendants?
We do not, Your Honor. I believe
Who's the only one?
individual was
Or did you
detained
plan?
with monitoring something from another officer.
Okay.
Do you mind running his license, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I do not currently have a driver's license. Take it to me.
Mr. Guarcha,
Señor Guarcha.
you are not allowed to drive. I am putting this condition on you now, and you will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what your excuse is. If I find that you drive, if you become a danger to my community, I'm going to put you in jail. I don't know if you're if you're in this country with permission, but if you're not, and you go to jail and immigration finds you because they sweep it daily, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in there until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration. That's usually about a 6 to 9 month process. Do you understand?
¿No entiende? Contesta. ¿Entiende? Yes, sir.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. I'm absolutely serious when I mean no driving. I don't care what your excuse is, sir. If I find that you get into a car and drive, and I don't care if it's to the little Piggly Wiggly, it's not going to go well for you. I'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. We'll have you sign a reset. And after that, you'll be out of here, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Please.
That's
Have a wonderful day. Good morning, Mr. Robichaud. Sir, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. So,
Thank you, Judge. On March 29, 2025, the officer was advised, an officer was advised the defendant exited a Target store with approximately $100 shooter, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay for it. The officer arrived at the store location and was advised the defendant placed a scooter in the rear of his motor vehicle and Revocations. The officer initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle and detained the defendant. The officer observed the scooter in the back from the vehicle. The officer confirmed the scooter was stolen by contacting the complaining witness. And the officer identified the defendant by entering his name, date of birth, and used a prior booking photo to match the offense.
can you run his license, please? See if he has a license.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's expired, sir.
Stop.
It's not eligible, Your Honor.
Mr. Robichaud, I'm going to have you sign an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care what you need to do. I don't care what the kid has to go. They got to go to the hospital. You're not allowed to drive unless you have a Texas driver license and liability insurance. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car. Do you understand?
Sir.
I'm also ordering you from going to any Target whatsoever, anywhere.
I do have a valid insurance. I need to renew my license. Absolutely. I agree.
If you have valid insurance, but you still don't have a license, that valid insurance is squat because you don't have a license.
Sir, I understand. I know I made a mistake. Yes, sir. Huh?
You have the ability to hire a lawyer.
No, sir, not at the moment.
Brandon's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you fill it out and I'll see whether you qualify. I need to know everything about you. We are going to make bond conditions for you not to go to any Target. You're going to sign it. Do not pick up a new case. Do not endanger my city. Otherwise, I'm going to make your bond so high. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Don't pick up any new cases.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, sir.
All right, head on over there and then we'll have you fill everything out, sir.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
This is a fugitive case. He's wanted out of Escambia County, Florida for assault battery.
Only burglary with assault.
Oh, burglary with assault battery.
Felony, burglary, assault, and battery. Okay?
But I believe it's one charge, not multiple. And he has asked me to ask the court for a bond. a future bond.
Do you mind bringing him out? Echegon, please. Lemonias. Please. Mr. Lemonas?
Yes, sir.
Lemonias. Good morning, sir.
Sir.
Your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before. All I know is that you have a charge out of Florida and that you have some criminal history out of here. And that's quite concerning because the last thing I want to do is to give you a bond and you go out there and leave a wake of destruction on the way to Florida. I have enough trouble sleeping as it is. That's not what I want. So it's really hard sometimes to figure out who should we give a bond to, who should we not give a bond to.
Understandable, sir.
So State, tell me about him.
Yes, Judge. He's wanted out of Escambia County, Florida for felony burglary with assault or battery. State's asking for no bond in this case. This was issued, while it was issued March of this year. We're concerned about the facts around this case. It seems that the complaining witness on this case knew the defendant in some kind of relationship, family unit. In this case, complaining witness was inside a car. Defendant went to the driver's side of the car, opened the door, grabbed the female by the legs and dragged her out of the car. Put her in something just like a full Nelson. So we're concerned about the dangerous to complaining witness in this case. Furthermore, we're concerned about the criminal history related to this defendant. He does have a bond forfeiture out of our court. He's also been a previous out-of-county fugitive from Galveston. He has some other criminal history.
Does he have anything else open anywhere else?
He had a criminal mischief that he was convicted of in 2021 out of Galveston, a resisting arrest from 2019 out of Brazoria. He had a probation revocation in 2019 for Brazoria, DWI 2nd, 2019 for Jefferson County. He had an evading motor vehicle from Harris County deferred revoke in 2016 because he had picked up 2 new cases, one of which was a DWI from 2016. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Judge, the complaining witness in the open case, she's here today in court. I know we don't want to get bogged down in the facts, but she is here today. And yes, he does have some history, but most of it's over 5 years old. Nothing too recent.
Oh, the criminal mischief is 2 years old out of Galveston, right? You said it's 21 or?
2021.
2021, so that's 4 years. Sorry, I rounded up. So he's not had any contact with law enforcement for 4 years. He's working as a tanker. He works, changing out the seals in the tanks. If he is allowed to pay the fugitive bond, go to Florida and resolve this, then that helps him keep his job.
I don't know. I mean, I truly don't, because while he's got some criminal history, it's not a couple years ago, but it's a new case, and is it 1 felony? Is it 2 felonies?
It is 1 felony. It's burglary with assault or battery. This is the name of the charge. I do also want to mention on the warrant, it says no contact with the alleged victim. So
Still no. Wow. They're telling you not to have contact with the victim, and here,
Let's, okay, speak your honor.
Let me say something, Judge.
don't talk about the case because they can use it against you, but
She's not under the court order. If she wants to come, it's only him that has to stay away from her. I did not realize that.
did you want to say something?
Do I need to say it to you? I don't know who I.
Just don't talk about the facts of the case in Florida. That's all we're going to say, because anything you say there, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, they can use against you. I live stream proceedings, so,
Yeah.
People may see it.
If we want to step back in there and you can tell me whatever you need to tell me, I just don't want to.
Sure.
Okay. Judge, without getting too bogged down in the details, of the fugitive or the underlying case, my client also is an Army veteran with an honorable discharge. He's 100% disability from the VA. If you give him a fugitive bond, he's going to go back to Florida because he's got too much to lose if he doesn't.
Was he on bond for this, or is it to be?
I believe it's a 2B.
2B. The state of Florida is requesting no bond until first appearance.
Say it again?
The state of Florida is requesting no bond until first appearance.
Mr. Lemonius, I will give you an opportunity to go turn yourself in. But I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to do this again.
Sir.
Everybody tells me that. Everybody tells me if I had one strand of hair, every time someone told me, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. The actions speak louder than words. You telling me this means absolutely nothing because you have rich criminal history, man. And now you got a new case in another state and you're here. So you telling me it's not going to, I mean, really, at what point is it going to take for you to realize that, if you have anger issues, you need to address it. If you have substance abuse issues, you need to address it. If you truly are a veteran, there are services available for you to be able to deal with these things. It's a matter of you wanting to do it, you taking the initiative and being proactive before they put your ass in jail and force you to do it. Is that what it's going to take?
Sir.
Everybody tells me that until they're wearing orange like you are now. Courts really notice when people take proactive, meaning they do stuff on their own to try to address any issues. It really goes a long way. Now, as far as a bond is concerned, I'm not giving you a low bond, but I will set you a bond. I'm going to set you a $5,000 bond. Okay. If you do make it, we give you 2 weeks from your release to go turn yourself into Florida. If you fail to do it, you are old enough to understand that actions have consequences. And I'm telling you now, I will not do this again. You ever pick up a new case, if you fail to turn yourself in here, I will revoke the bond. I'm going to set it at 0. Like I said, you won't get another one. And this time I will hold you. And I tell you now, we've had cases where it takes damn near 90 days to get Florida to come down here to pick someone up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor, I will note Dave is coming.
Hmm?
Dave's coming up in 3 minutes besides.
Okay. All right. So so you can put it back for now. Let me see what Dave has to say. I don't know if he has anything that's going to change my mind, but we'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Calmate.
And Your Honor, he has a bond violation. He picked up an evading on foot.
You are on bond for a DWI. You've now picked up a new case. When is it going to? Let's go through your history, shall we? From 07, reckless driving, suspended license 12, suspended license, assault, VPO, felony continuous, endangering a child, ag assault, reckless driving, now a DWI. And while you're on bond for DWI, you've picked up now evading arrest. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Please.
Thank you, Your Honor. On March 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer witnessed the defendant recklessly turn and nearly strike the law enforcement officer's vehicle. The law enforcement officer initiated a traffic stop and the defendant evaded, as the DEMS stated, the defendant evaded for 150 yards in the vehicle before being stopped. He couldn't go any further due to a valet parking lot. The defendant then exited his vehicle and fled on foot for 200 feet before being detained by the law enforcement officers.
So he almost hit someone. He's driving.
It looks like he almost hit the law enforcement officer.
So they attempt to pull him over
Yes, Your
and
Honor.
he takes off. He gets out of the car and takes off.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did we have a no driving affidavit on this case? Do you know?
No, Judge, but we do have a condition. Don't drive unless you valid insurance license.
Does he have a valid license?
I'm rerunning it now, Your Honor.
I don't understand. If he doesn't, I don't know how we don't have a no driving affidavit.
Your Honor, I believe this number to be incorrect. It's coming back. The number in here is coming back as eligible hours for a different name and shows that whoever had this number is reported deceased. So whatever driver's license number, that's right, Your Honor. I can see the picture now. This is an incorrect driver's license number that I have.
Mr. Estrada, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now revoking your bond on the DWI. He goes with you. I'm now taking you into custody, and I don't know what I need to do to get your attention. Hopefully this is it, but all I want are my streets to be safe. And it's over to the tune of now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Goes with you.
Your Honor, if I'm able to find a bondsman this morning, would you allow a walkthrough?
No, dudes.
I understand, Judge. Thank you.
Thanks. It's, this one is going to be on Mr. Zelaya, Kenny Zelaya.
It's because he took off.
Therein lies the dilemma. I am going to ask you for a bond, and yes, I know you are going to say, how do we guarantee that he?
Zelaya. Let me talk to him. I don't mind.
Okay.
It's one FT.
I know, but
So I'm okay giving it to him. I just want to admonish him that I'm not going to do this again.
he knows his aunt's address.
Are you guys opposed?
Your Honor, I mean, from what I understand,
Tell him what.
So,
what's your-
yeah, we want to give him mental health treatment that he needs. If compliance is a concern, then, maybe a GPS monitor might be a good suggestion if we're compliant.
Okay,
But I think the priority here is to get him into mental health treatment, which we can't do for.
So I'll admonish him that we're not going to play this game again. I'll give you another one. Please go. If you go, good things will happen.
Judge, no objections on, he needs a GPS, just to make sure if that gets him out so he can go to the appointment at the Harris Center, that'd be great.
Judge, if I may, I believe we can file an order of release and have the Harris Center pick him up from the jail.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that's
jail.
That'd be a more,
Code.
I've never had y'all do that. That's fantastic.
So we can sign a PTI contract once that's signed. We can file-
Smells right. It's awful.
Well, Judge will.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be fun.
We'll see what.
The thing is that all we ask you to do is show up. And when you don't show up, this is what happens.
I'm pretty for it.
Why? We're not going to bite you.
All y'all look
You've never
fancy.
been to court. How do you know what happens?
Y'all
Oh,
look
man.
too fancy for me.
Come
It's
on.
not for me,
It really got stripes like a clown suit. Yours
No, yours,
mine's fancy too.
your suit up.
So what are you doing with yourself these days? Who are you living with?
Right now, it's, staying with friend's house and then,
Where, do you have mom and dad around?
well, mom passed away when I was 9 years old. So,
Pop
and
around?
dad, he's not in the picture. Like, every time I go home, I have problems at home. Like me and him, we fight, fist fight. We just don't we can't stand each other.
I want to let you out, but I have to make sure that you're not going to run away. Because when you run away, bad things happen. That's why we put you in jail, because you just didn't come back.
I work at Subway.
Okay, great. But I still need you to come back. I don't care where you work. You still have to come back.
Okay.
So we can do this the easy way, and then if it doesn't work the easy way, we'll try it the hard way.
Okay,
So-
that'd be great.
What we want to do, the only thing that we want to do is try to have you speak to a doctor, to see how things are going.
Okay.
That's all we would like you to do. And if you do, great things will happen. There's a program that we have where it's called the mental health PTI program, where if you complete it, your case gets dismissed. All you have to do is talk to someone. And if you do that, great things will happen. Can you get that done?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Zelaya, I want you to understand that I'm not going to do this again. I'm giving you another opportunity to do this. If you blow me off again, I'm not going to do this again. You have to understand that no one is going to bond you out. That's why you're stuck there now. You have no one to bond you out. The only way is if you continue to show up. I've given you a lawyer. We're going to give you a cell phone so you can always get a hold of him. Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
There's no reason. Do
I
you
got a
think,
laptop.
do you think we can get the appointment today so we can give it to him on the way out?
Usually my understanding was they get the information on the PTI.
Laya.
No, sorry, I
was
calling.
Usually they get the information on the PTI sheet that they sign the contract, that they're gonna do it, and then they go on their own
What does
accord.
this take?
Oh, that takes like a month. They really, well, we usually reset a month, but I thought they just call and set up the appointment once they're out.
And
And
let
they
them
go
out for a whole month and waiting and just,
It's not necessarily a full month, it just depends on how long circumstances require it. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a month, obviously it's individualized.
I don't know if I'm gonna be down for just letting out for a month while we wait for the appointment to happen.
Well, I think it's on him to call and to go there.
Your Honor, from my understanding of it, if.
That's right.
Once we file and the CLO might have some, I apologize, never mind. From what
That is what's going on, yes, to go.
I apologize. From what I understand,
No, I think you're right, that we give them the contract, they sign it, and then it's on them to go.
That's my last experience with it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Can we get the contract today?
yes, Your Honor. And then once we have the contract, we can file those orders of supervision or release and we can raise it to Harrison and Harrison will pick him up.
Let's do that.
And then he can go in today and I
That's
believe,
probably the best course of action.
Harris, pick him up from here, from the
Yes.
county?
yes.
Okay. That's fine. That's, yeah, whatever the court wants.
That way we know what
I can
happens.
do that.
Okay, let's do it now.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Your Honor.
So
Go ahead.
I'll let you explain it.
No, nothing. It's not about this.
But will you explain to Mr. Zelaya?
I will explain it.
We're working this agreement for you. It's this diversion program that once you have this interview, the case goes away. But you have to get the interview done.
Yes.
It's going to take me like at least a day or two. So give me a little bit, but we're working with you to try to get the best thing for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Might be Monday, okay, but you're gonna get out. But you gotta do what's they're gonna do, okay? You got it?
Yes.
Okay.
I trust that you're going to do it.
Yes,
I
sir.
like your smile.
Thank you.
You got it sold. All right. All right, Mrs. Zelaya.
Thank you, Judge. All I was gonna say is I got a plate across the hall, so it's fine.
What are we doing, Mr. D?
OT must defer to adjudication probation. Your Honor, I think it's a good thing for Mr. Gomero.
He's got a bond violation today.
He came back negative, Judge.
Sent him for a test?
Yes, sir, Mrs.
Yes,
Felicia.
yes, it was negative.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Great. Good job.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
That's great. That makes me really happy, Mr. Coleman, really. I was upset that you missed the appointment, but you came back, tested negative. That's great. That's
Thank you.
all we're asking, right? You know, because the thing is you're entering into a great deal, right? If you complete this, you don't end up with a conviction. But what you need to understand is that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement. And it's a contract between you and the court saying, hey, I'm going to complete this agreement. If you don't, you authorize me to put you in jail for an entire year. So it's no joke. We routinely have to put people in because they just don't get it. We're not asking for much. And I'll make you an even sweeter deal. If you do well and you kick butt, I'll take you off in half the time. If you do your classes quick, don't test positive, be nice to everybody, because you got to understand you're meeting with probation officers. They're dealing with the worst of the worst all day, every day. So if you get in there at 4:00, they're probably going to be in a very bad mood. So make the first appointment in the morning, go in there, crack a joke, be nice. You'll have the meeting out of your hand, you know? And like anything in life. Now, it's a 15-month deferred. Part of the agreement is for you to complete an effective decision-making class, a gun safety class. You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them.
Judge, was it 15 months, 14 months?
15.
I have 15. But look, if you do good, you're off in 7.5 months. If you've really, substance abuse treatment as needed, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, forfeiture of the weapon, and 32 hours of community service. Is this how you understand it?
Yes,
Did
sir.
you graduate from high school?
I ain't graduate.
No, sir, no.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Well, how far did you get in high school?
Last time I worked 10th grade, sir.
Hey, no, that's unacceptable. You need your high school diploma.
Sir.
In lieu of the community service, I'd rather him work to get his GED. You need your GED. If you don't have your high school diploma, every single employer is going to run circles around you. You will make pennies to when other people are making dollars.
Yes,
You
sir.
need your high school diploma.
So,
That is my main focus of this thing. Once you get that high school diploma, I'll take you off.
yes, sir.
That's how meaningful it is. You understand?
Sir.
Okay, so what I want is let's set it off 3 weeks. And I want to know within 3 weeks that he's enrolled to start doing classes. Okay? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with us until you complete it, or if it gets violated. If you pick up a new case, if you smoke weed, if you do something you're not supposed to do, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. We're going to have a hearing to see if you violated it. And if you did, you're looking at an entire year. But I'm telling you now, I will keep you, and I can keep you for 3 years until you get your high school diploma.
Yes, sir.
We have services so that you can get it for free. So money is never an issue. And I will help you in any way that you need. But that's the most important thing in your life at this very instant. You understand? Okay. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'll withhold that. I'm going to waive all your fees. It's never about the money. You understand? If you ever have a problem, you get a probation officer you don't get along with, come here. We can help you out. But don't just take off. It's the worst thing you can do.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, Mr. Camaro.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good morning, Miss Lee. Ma'am, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. On June 16th, 2023, a law enforcement officer conducted an investigation and made contact with the complaining witness. The complaining witness stated she was in the leasing office at an apartment complex when the defendant entered after she was given a criminal trespass warning. The defendant was yelling during business hours while the complaining witness had future residents in the lobby and office. The law enforcement officer issued a written criminal trespass on June 2nd, 2023. The defendant stated she understood the criminal trespass warning at the time. The law enforcement officer attempted to make contact with the defendant who refused to answer the front door, but yelled she was not going to open the door unless the law enforcement officer had a warrant. The defendant was identified by her.
Does she live there?
Yes.
I do not have any facts that demonstrate that the officer's short statement.
Okay, so let's do this. Miss Lee, I'll appoint you a lawyer today so we can get to the bottom of it, and then I can make a ruling a little bit later. What I'll have you do is I'll just have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you take a seat. Let me appoint your lawyer, and then we'll have them investigate a little bit further, okay? Please.
This way.
Judge, can you sign bond petitions on Dominique?
Yeah.
Question on Simone Lee, because you'd expressed some questions about probable cause in her case,
Correct.
as I have myself.
Okay.
So this is her leasing office. She needs to go in there to access her mailbox, to access, various things. The time that she went in and received a so-called trespass warning, which when her car was broken in and she was expressing concerns about it.
My only issue is that a lot of people say it, but they're really not on it. So if you show me that she has like a lease with her name on it at that complex, that would make a huge difference.
Well, she left, but they even say it in the report. There's no dispute on the fact that she lives in there. She was in that leasing office because her car had been broken in. She has text on her phone right now after they gave her the trespass warning for her just trying to sit there while the police come. She would contact them and get authorization from them saying you can come in, just for her to check her own mailbox. So she has text right now on her phone that could show you she lived there, her contact between her and the office.
But I think at this particular moment, I mean, she goes in allegedly huffing and puffing. So they say, hey, get out. Right? And can you read me the DIMS again? State, please.
Yes, sir.
Only.
Click on June 16, 2023, the officer conducted an investigation, made contact with the complaining witness. Complaining witness stated she was in the leasing office of the apartment complex when the defendant entered after she was given a criminal trespass warning. The defendant was yelling during business hours while the complaining witness had future residents in the lobby and office. The law enforcement officer issued a written criminal trespass on June 2nd, 2023.
So we know that from June, there's a trespass warning that she can't go. Are you telling me after that, she has a text from the leasing office saying that she can't go?
Correct. This is where her mailbox says she has to go in.
Your Honor, from the bench report, it looks like that the defendant came in and caused the disturbance, because her air conditioner was not working.
I'd be huffing and puffing too.
Yes, Your Honor. Apparently, the leasing office sent maintenance personnel to the defendant's apartment to fix the issue, but she refused to allow them inside the apartment.
Well, I don't know. So let's do this. Today's Friday. Let's set it for Monday for a formal hearing. See if you can get some kind of lease, because I'd like to know
Okay.
if she does.
You want me to
Like
come back?
named lease.
Name,
Yeah,
please, and copies of the text messages?
sure.
Okay.
And then let's set it for formal probable cause hearing, because I don't know how you can possibly trespass someone where they live, and then you give them authority, hey, come back. And, you know?
Yes, Your Honor.
So we'll set it for Monday for formal probable cause hearing. In the interim, I'm going to order her not to go over there. Come up, Miss Lee,
She's,
until we figure this out. Say that again?
she does not live there anymore, but yeah.
It's probably a good idea.
Mhm.
Okay, we're going to set this for a formal probable cause hearing for Monday. Don't go back to this place. Don't have contact with the complaining witness in this case. It's not going to go well if you do. Just don't, and then all will be fine, okay? They're going to create those bond conditions. We'll have to sign it, and then after that, you'll be free to go, and we'll resume back on Monday, okay?
Eric, thank you, Judge.
Thanks. But don't leave until you sign those bond conditions, man. Okay. You are Luis Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Garcia, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On March 30th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched with a welfare check on a vehicle and found the vehicle clearly stopped on the right-hand shoulder. On contact with the defendant, the law enforcement officer observed red, glossy eyes and the odor of alcoholic beverage. Defendant admitted to consuming 10 beers at a bar before operating his vehicle. On the Friday test, the law enforcement officer witnessed 6 out of 6 clues in the HDN. However, available to walk into 0 to 4 and 1 leg stand. Defendant consented to a breath test and I believe this to be an error in the danger runner, but it says 0.016 and 0.0156. I believe it to mean.
Well, it should be one much. I don't know. I mean, you can look in the OR, I guess, just to see. Regardless, I think there's enough to go forward. Mr. Garcia, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his license, please? And does he have any priority to be honest?
Yes, Your Honor. No priority to this, and he is eligible.
Thanks. Mr. Garcia, like I said, I'm finding probable cause. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you to see. If I find that you're consuming, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, sir?
I have one of them. I'll hire one. I think she was on Zoom. She's on the Zoom, Romero Associates.
Rodriguez, Carlos.
Oh, Carlos. Ms. Broholm, are you here for a case?
Judge, I'm here for the non-disclosure. It's in your queue. I approached you on it on Monday. You said you granted, but we had a filing issue, so I refiled it.
Okay, I'll sign it. But okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Yep. Okay, so I guess let's do this. I'm going to have you sign a reset. I'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond condition, then we'll just have you wait for your lawyer to get here. Okay? Don't leave until they get here, though. Please. You're Noel Garcia Castillo. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense. Looks like they're going to reduce it to a first. However, it's still above a 0.15. So you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of this agreement, you will do a repeat offender DWI education class. You will do 2 victim impact panels. You will do, has he done a TRAS yet?
No, sir.
You will do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill any conditions that they state that you need to do. It could be intensive outpatient, it could be supportive out, whatever it is, you must fulfill those conditions. You must do substance abuse treatment, no drugs, no alcohol. You must have a guardian interlock and perform 20 hours of community service.
So,
Do you have children?
Yes.
I would rather do a parenting class instead of this stupid community service that just, you don't learn anything. If that's okay, guys, you know? You must also have restitution in the amount of $1,000. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above, sir?
True.
You know, from now on, whenever you get pulled over, officers, they're going to see two DWIs. What do you think they're going to do to you if they come to you and they smell alcohol?
You're gonna arrest me.
What happens next time?
Go to jail?
No,
No.
prison.
Penitencia.
You're looking at a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. Now, we have to get a hold of you so that you realize that this is not a joke and that you should take this seriously. As part of this agreement, you will be required to pay the DPS fines and fees. And if you don't, every day, or every $100 that you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? Somehow we have to get a hold of you that you understand that this is not a joke. Your lawyer has worked in agreements that you're foregoing any jail time when there is a minimum of 5 days in jail because of the reduction. You now will be required to pay somewhere in the neighborhood of around $5,000 to $5,500. And if you don't, every $100 you owe, 1 day in jail. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende? Yes.
Not 100 and then whatever the fines are, you'll be required to pay. But first, I want restitution paid.
Okay.
Off the bat. He's got to pay the restitution first. And then, after that, he can start paying the fees.
Judge, I did file a, to waive DPS.
I'm not gonna waive it. No, he's not indigent. No. And he's already skirting the mandatory jail time as it is. So somehow we have to get a hold of you so that so you see that we mean business. And I hope that this is it before someone either dies or before you graduate to felony status. There is no breath test refusal as well. If you were pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it. If you fail to, then you're in violation of this probation. This is only while you're on probation for this case. Does he have a license to drive?
He does not. He hasn't been driving.
Don't have a license. The worst possible thing you can do in this short life that we have is get into a car and drive. If I find that you do, I don't care what your excuse is, you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand? How do you plead to this offense, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it's done and over forever. You can never come back and change this. You understand? Is this what you want to do? All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I'm going to find you guilty. So I'm ordering the 20 hours of community service. If he does a parenting class, I'll consider it waived in lieu of. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thanks, Frank.
Thank you, Judge.
Reckless driving, Judge, do you want him up?
No. I had a bit of an issue with this. So that's why I wanted to appoint him someone to see. Go to the left foot. Out of view. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so can you read me the DIMS again, Alex?
Yes, Your Honor. So on March 27th, 2025 in Harris County, Texas, officer observed the vehicle and made an improper turn, nearly causing an accident with the vehicle turning next to him by turning into the wrong lane. Defendant then traveled at 80 miles per hour in 50 mile per hour zone and made an unsafe lane change while speeding. Also, I watched the video for this one, so I can answer questions on what actually was observed or what I observed.
So let's break it.
Complaint, it basically alleges unsafe lane change. It doesn't really.
Is that the basis for the reckless driving, the unsafe lane change?
So the way that the charging instrument reads is essentially, in word for word, is a reckless drive a vehicle in willful and wanton disregard for safety of persons and property by driving more than 35 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, making unsafe lane changes, causing other drivers to have to take evasive action and avoid collision with the defendant's vehicle.
Is that what you saw?
I did not observe any vehicles having to take evasive action. What I observed specifically was kind of coming out of the parking lot on Theater Road. He does cut across 3 lanes to go to the far lane. But I didn't see any vehicles having to take evasive action, slam the brakes on. In terms of speeding, I'm not sure if he was speeding or not, but it did look consistent with the flow of traffic with the exception of passing other vehicles.
Coronado?
That's,
I'm gonna admonish you.
I think that's fair, Your Honor.
Come on. Who is it again?
Brandon?
Do you watch the news?
Yes, sir.
Do you really? Do you really watch the news? Every single day in our county, someone dies because of a boneheaded move that's made in a car. Every single day, not just one, multiple lives are taken on our streets just because people drive in such a manner that they end up killing someone. You know, yours is not the worst, and I'm going to find no probable cause, but be safe. You know, we're not asking for much. Don't drive unless you have a license. Don't drive unless you have car insurance. I tell you, I get so many emails every week because people, how can you help me? Because I have someone that's suing me for $50,000 because I got into an accident and crashed and I broke their car. They literally ask me to represent them and help them because they don't know where to go to, where to turn because someone filed a lawsuit against them. If someone does that, and you get a judgment against you, you're hosed. Get car insurance. And when you drive, do it in a manner that you're not going to injure or kill someone. We're not asking for much. All right?
We had a conversation about that already, Judge.
Be safe. It's not much. You know, if you got to get somewhere in a hurry, leave earlier. All right? All right. I'm going to find no problem causing your case. All right? Take care. Be safe. If I see you back, it's not going to go. All right, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mario Alamos, first setting.
Okay, do you mind bringing him up?
Yes, Mario, come on up, please. We'll waive probable cause, Judge. It's changing lanes with other vehicles present.
I'd like to still hear.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Alamos. Good morning. Sir, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. On March 29, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer witnessed a vehicle fail to maintain a single lane by struggling across lane lines with other vehicles having to avoid the vehicle and then fail to signal a lane change. Law enforcement officer conducted a traffic stop and made contact with the defendant. The law enforcement officer observed the defendant to have a strong odor of alcoholic beverage. Also observed there to be mouthwash on the vehicle and 2 beers on the floor. It's not safe if those were open or not.
Cold to the touch.
I do not believe it says that either, Your Honor. It just says 2 Modelo beer cans on the passenger floorboard.
Okay.
As far as the defendant admitted to drinking multiple alcoholic beverages, SMSTs were conducted where the law enforcement officer went to 6 out of 6 on the HGN, 34 on the one-leg stand, and the defendant was unable to complete the walk return. The modified run burger was also completed when the defendant had a slight sway and estimated the passing with 30 seconds and 13 seconds. The defendant considered to a breath test at 0.086 and 0.08.
Thank you. Mr. Alamos, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm also now placing a further restriction. You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand?
No.
Judge, may I answer your question? It's first CWI. It's a point.
He has a prior DWI.
No,
He was dismissed. I see it.
That prior-
And now he's got alcohol in the car.
But just for the court's information, the reason why it was dismissed was he blew a .05. They had no reason to arrest him in the first place, and he can verify that.
Remember that they don't need breath tests to prove, it's just an aid to convict, just like breath tests, just like field sobriety test. Back in the day, no one had anything, right? So regardless, I want to know for the time being that you don't have any issues. Do you understand, or would you like me to get a translator?
No lo entiendo bien. No.
Okay.
Te voy a poner una máquina en tu auto. Tú no puedes manejar si no tienes una máquina en el auto. No puedes tomar alcohol, usar drogas y te voy a poner en exámenes para ver si estás tomando. Si tú tomas, si manejes sin esa máquina, te pongo en la cárcel. ¿Me entiendes? All right. Yo quiero saber que tú no tienes un problema y que no vas a matar a una persona en el calle. Right. If time passes and we're good after some time, come back and we can talk. But for the time being, I want to know that I don't have a problem.
That's fair, Judge. So maybe 60 days or would it be 90?
Tú tienes abogado, porque tú tienes abogado, no tienes que regresar a la corte hasta que ellos te dicen. Pero si ellos me dicen que no pueden contactar y no estás comunicando, voy a revocar la fianza. ¿Entiendes? All right? Okay.
Judge, I don't think we had an eligible license on.
We do not, Your Honor. I don't have a driver's license to run, but I don't.
He didn't license.
¿Tienes una licencia para manejar?
Sí.
De Texas.
Sí.
Yeah, he's been in the United States since 1990, 1980s, Judge. I
Do you
mean,
mind? Can we verify?
sure. Citizen.
Yeah. Just, are you able to do it, please?
No, we.
I can run it, Your Honor.
All right. Solamente quiero saber si tú tienes un válido y puedes manejar.
Doesn't say,
Well, don't do it here because
Yeah.
live streaming, so I don't want the entire world to see it.
no, it expires 2020.
Okay.